Good evening, everyone, and all you Starfleet captains out in the Federation. My name is Tony Sesbury, bringing you today's coverage of Varsity Boys Lacrosse Showdown as your Walpole Timberwolves host the Milton Wildcats in another exciting Bay State Conference matchup. Walpole enters today's game on fire, riding a 5-game winning streak and sitting on an impressive 13-2 on the season. The Timberwolves currently hold the number 1 spot in the Bay State Conference lacrosse rankings and have been dominant on both ends of the field. Their only 2 losses this season have come against Duxbury and Acton Foxborough, making them one of the most consistent and dangerous teams in the region. Milton and Walpole met early this season in April, with Walpole taking a commanding 15-3 win over Milton. The Timberwolves will be looking to repeat that strong performance today and continue building momentum as they head towards the postseason. Milton now 6-9 on the season, coming off this one fresh off a gritty 9-7 road win over Brookline. In that game, much like their season, a bit sloppy, but fueled by hustle and heart. Finn Harrigan led the way for the Wildcats with 4 goals and 3 assists, while Ronan Salmon added 3 goals of his own. Milton currently holds the number 6 spot in the conference rankings and will look to challenge Walpole by the same high-effort style of play. It's a classic battle of grit versus dominance today, and with Walpole looking to protect its top ranking, expect a high-intensity matchup. So, without further ado, there's only one thing left to say. Let the game begin. So Walpole looking to have a strong performance today, and today is Senior Day. So before the game today, Walpole honored their seniors today and their parents. So would like to wish the seniors good luck in their future. Nice sunny Wednesday evening, Thursday evening today, and we'll see if Walpole can hang on to their top ranking because they are number 1 in the power ranking. So let's see if they hope to keep the momentum going. So Milton wearing their traditional road jerseys, all red with a little white, and Walpole wearing their traditional home uniforms, white with white and orange. And they'll be playing from right to left across your screen today, as the teams will. Looks like they're going to set in the middle here to. The referees are going to be explaining the rules to the players as before the game begins. Players shake hands, and the teams will get under. This game will get underway. Number 8, Sam Miles, take the face-off for Walpole. And this game's underway as Sam Miles wins the face-off for Walpole. But a ground ball on the ground, we're going to fight for it. And it looks like it's picked up by. It hasn't been picked up by anybody yet. Sam Miles goes down, and it's going to be brought up by Milton. So Milton control getting their early offense here. Controlled by Milton to try to look for an offense that gets number 21, Teo Higgins. Higgins down to the right side, falls down. Referee puts goes to flag, and looks like that's going to be a penalty against Walpole. So it looks like that's going to go against number 5 for Walpole there, Joe Malone. So it looks like Walpole will have, so Milton will have 2 minutes in the 2 minutes on a man advantage here. So Milton with the man advantage, and here we go. So bringing it around is Connor Higgins. Now they're passing it around. Back to Connor Higgins. Higgins gets it over to one of his teammates on the right. A little bit in trouble there. Now brings it back to Connor Higgins. Higgins to his brother, shoots, and just hits the side of the net. And now Walpole can look to waste some time on the power play here. Now it's being brought up by number 24, Joe Carter. Now gets it over to senior Will McGrath. McGrath over to Ryan Lenahy, and he now brings it around the net. Braden Monterey, now back to Noah McKenzie. Now gets it over to Davis Potter. Potter holds. Now back to McGrath. McGrath circles. Now back to Noah McKenzie. Walpole wasting some time off on this power play here. But the penalty has expired here. Now it's Braden Monterey, and a save is made by the Milton goalkeeper. So definitely a good opportunity there for the Timberwolves, but just gets it a good decent shot on the net. Now Milton goes around almost goes behind the net here. McGrath staying on, Noah McKenzie staying on him. Milton looks to have some momentum here. And a nice play by Luke Wien, and and that's a good play there, but Milton will maintain possession. So it looks like Noah McKenzie is going to get the... So the referee calls a penalty on number 13, Noah McKenzie, that he gets 1 minute for a slash. And Milton will be on the man advantage for about a minute. Now over to Connor Higgins. Higgins back to his brother, Mateo. Now Mateo Higgins back to his brother Connor. Connor Higgins now shoots, and the referee said that went in by Charlie Pearson, but the referee says no, and the ball did not fully cross the line. Now it's over to Jack Webb. Webb taking it down to the right side. Gets it back to Braden Monterey. Monterey back to Davis Potter. Potter to Zach Matera. Matera back to Potter. Matera has it. Now over to Jack Webb behind the net. Jack Webb behind the net here. Now gets back to Ryan Linnea, and now here comes the shot. Now to Webb over there, shoots and scores! What a goal! What a goal by Mike Connors, and he gets Walpole on the board first. So the goal there by junior Mike Connors, and it's 1-0 Walpole. So beautiful passing there, and Connors was right there in front of the net to get the goal, and the Timberwolves strike first. So 1-0 Walpole on the goal by junior Mike Connors. And the face-off won by Sam Miles. Now it's picked up by the Milton Wildcats. And here they come, down by a goal. He's running through, shot, and just goes wide and out of play. That was a nice job there by Milton, but it's a good opportunity. But they maintain possession on this side of the field. Ball gets away in the moment, and it's not picked up. Picked up by Ryan Lenahy, and he brings it up for Walpole. Lenahy holds. Now gets it back to Noah McKenzie. McKenzie to Zach Matera. Now to Davis Potter. Potter gets it over. Now back to Matera. Now to McKenzie. McKenzie to Lenahy. Lenahy shoots, and he scores! Ryan Lenahy scores and gives Walpole a 2-0 lead. So nice job by Ryan Lenahy. And so the senior captain scores and makes it 2-0 Timberwolves. So Walpole with 2 goals here in the first quarter, and they are already up, and they are getting some momentum here so far in this opening quarter. So face-off won by Sam Miles. And it gets it back to Jack Cece. Now they're going to get it over. And Walpole will control. Here comes the move. Shot! Scores! It is scored by the senior captain, Braden Matera. And he scores to make it 3-0 Timberwolves. So 3 goals for Walpole in the opening quarter. And they are definitely finding the momentum early. So we've got about 7 minutes to go, and we're still in the first quarter, and it's 3-0 Walpole. Face off, and it's won by the Timberwolves, picked up by Luke Queen. Now gets it over to Will McGrath. McGrath now gets it over to Matera, who just scored the goal for Walpole. Now over to Jack Webb. Webb behind the net. Walpole definitely showing some staying calm here as they control it. Already up 3-0 on the Milton Wildcats. Gonna move. Now gets it over. A shot. Just wide. Nice. That was a good try by Mike Connors. But Walpole will keep possession. And it'll be Jack Webb to put it back into play for the Timberwolves. Webb makes a move. Looking for a teammate in the middle. He's got one. A shot and a score! A goal there by sophomore Chris Butters, and it's now 4-0. It's Walpole 4, Milton 0. So Walpole definitely finding their offense so far in this opening quarter, and Milton's definitely having a tough time finding an answer so far. But they look determined not to give up. So face off, it's a ground ball, and it's picked up by Zach Wien, and he'll pick it up for the Timberwolves. Now it goes over to Noah McKenzie. McKenzie racing down the right side here. He'll get it over to Jack Webb. Webb back to Noah McKenzie. Now to Braden Monterey to Zach Monterey. Passing it around. Good, nice passing by the Timberwolves here. Now McKenzie behind the net. McKenzie holds. Still holds. Got a man. He shoots! Oh, just wide. And that was a good try by Davis Potter, the junior. And Walpole maintains possession here on this end. Now gets it out. Now it's controlled by Braden Monterey. Monterey holds. Now gets back to Davis Potter. Potter to Noah McKenzie. Back to Zach Monterey. To Ryan Lenahy. They're passing it around. Trying to look for an opening. Potter has it now. To Ben Monterey. Now to Potter. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. McKenzie shoots, and a save is made by the Milton goalkeeper. Timberwolves finding their groove on the offense here. Behind the net goes Brandon. Not right. Now to Noah McKenzie, finding a pass, and it just goes over the head of Jack Webb, and it goes out of play. Pass was too high for Jack Webb to handle, and it looks like Milton will have possession here. Now it's controlled by the Milton Wildcats. Number 9, Ronan Simon. Now Milton controls. Simon shoots, and it's blocked away. It's blocked away by Derek Spack, the senior. And here he comes racing down the left side. It's a ground ball. He loses it. And looks like it's a fight, but it's going to be picked up by the Milton Wildcats. They're trying to get it across. Now it's picked up by Walpole, and here they come. It's Zach Whelan for the Timberwolves. It was trying to look for Joe Carter, the junior, going into the middle. Now it's picked up by Walpole. Jack Webb over to Davis Potter. Potter takes it up. Gets it back to Braden Monterey. And now Walpole will control. Under 2:50 to go in the first quarter. And ground ball picked up by Noah McKenzie. What's in? Scores! And a goal there by sophomore Zach Monterey. And it's now 5-0 Walpole. So good passing with Timberwolves once again, and they are finding the back of the net early. So 2:39 to go in the first quarter, and Walpole up 5-0 on Milton. Face off won by Zach Miles. Miles gets tripped, and it looks like the referee is going to put the flag, and that's going to be a penalty against Milton. As Miles looks like he's in a bit of pain there. So Walpole will have a man advantage here at the stoppage, whenever that will be. McGrath now back over to Mike Connors. Connors gets it over. Walpole trying to find an opening here once again. There goes Jack Webb being defended. Well defended. Webb gets it back to Mike Connors. Connors makes the move. Spins away. He's still trying to get away from his defender. Trying to look for one of his teammates. Seems that Mike Connors in trouble. Now gets it over to Will McGrath. McGrath now to Chris Butters. Now Butters passes it over to Braden Monterey. Monterey, now he takes the ride behind. A pass, shoots, and a goal! So a goal there by Ryan Linnae once again, and it's now 6-0 Walpole. So Walpole strikes again. And so we have a minute 31, just a minute 31 to go, and we are still in the first quarter. That's right, we are still in the first quarter. So Sam Miles to take the face-off for the Timberwolves here. A minute 31. Face off. We get a ground ball picked up by Milton, and they're having a little bit of trouble, but they pick it up. And here they come. Trying to get some momentum here. Milton trying to look for the net. Shoots! And a save made by TJ Frazier. Frazier with this good save there. And keeping Milton. They're keeping Milton at bay here. Now over to Noah McKenzie. Down to 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Now to Jack Webb. Back to Zach Myra. Back to Webb. Webb to Davis Potter. To Noah McKenzie. McKenzie holds. Trying to look for Ryan Linnea. And now gets over Jack Webb. Looking for a shot. A pass. Right to the middle. Shoots. Scores! And another goal by Zach Matera. And it is now Walpole 7, Milton 0. So 7-0 Walpole with 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, so face off won by the Timberwolves. They're gaining momentum here. So Derek's back now for Walpole. Now gets it over to Will McGrath, and he takes it up. Ground ball picked up by Chris Butters. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1. A shot just wide, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. So we got 1 quarter in the books. It's Walpole up early. It's Walpole 7, Milton 0. I'll be back for the call this second quarter. I would like to welcome you back to the start of the second quarter. Walpole up 7-0 on the Timberwolves. The second quarter begins. Won by Walpole. It's Noah McKenzie. And the ball lost, but intercepted by Ryan Linnea, who's got 2 goals so far in this game. Now it's Davis Potter. Potter holds. Looking for a teammate open in the middle. Potter shoots and just goes wide. So Jack Webb gets it back in. Jack. Matera now to Braden Matera. Passing it around now to Davis Potter. Noah McKenzie. McKenzie looking for a shot. Back at the net to Jack. Now over to Jack Webb. To Davis Potter. Trying to look for an opening. Into the defense. Here comes Webb, and a shot saved by the Milton goalkeeper. Ball goes out, and it'll be Walpole will have possession. Now they get it in quickly. Now Davis Potter. Going behind the net. Now gets it. Now trying to look for an opening in the defense here. Jack Webb. Webb back to Ryan Linnea. Now to Davis Potter. Noah McKenzie. Walpole doing a good job passing it around. Trying to look for an opening in the defense here. McKenzie got a shot. He scores! Noah McKenzie with what a rocket shot that was. And just like that is now 8-0 Walpole. So a goal there by the senior, one of the senior captains, Noah McKenzie, and that was just an absolute rocket. So it's 8-0 Walpole with 9:29 to go in the second quarter. So Sam Miles take the face off for the Timberwolves here. We got a fight for the ground ball, and picked up by Sam Miles. So now Jared's back. One of the seniors picked it up, and now gets it over to Mike Connors. Connors racing down the left side. Connors gets past his defender, and now going again back on the left side. Connors again, still going, and now he hands it off. He hands it off to Braden. All right. Tara, and now to Chris Butters. Ryan Chris Butters. They're passing the ball around really well. Now behind the net is Braden. Tara behind the net. On a pass. A spin move. Shoots and just hits the side of the net. So Walpole was close there, but they maintain possession here. Pass, shoots, and scores! A goal there by senior Will McGrath. And just like that, it's now Walpole 9, Milton nothing. So 9-0 Walpole with 7:57 left in the second quarter. Sam Miles takes the face off, and we get a fight for the ground ball, and it's picked up by Sam Miles. He splits two Milton defenders, and a ground ball back on the ground again. And now scooped up by Walpole. Here comes the pass. Shoots! Scores! It's the junior, Jack Webb. So a good passing by Walpole, and Webb was right behind the net, and he scores. So with that goal is now Timberwolves 10, Wildcats nothing. So 10-0 Walpole with 7:40 to go in the second quarter. Now it's up by Luke Wien for Walpole. Picked up by Zach Patera. And a little deflection, and the ball goes out of play. So now in possession of Davis Potter. Potter back to Noah McKenzie. McKenzie has scored one of the 10 goals for Walpole today. So Jack Webb, who just scored the previous Walpole goal. Webb shoots. He scores! Jack Webb with another rocket shot goal. And that's the second of the game. And now makes it 11-0 Walpole with 6:47 to go in the second quarter. Now, and then there's a hit, and that's going to be a foul against the Milton Wildcats. Number 41 for Walpole just got bumped, and it looks like that's going to be a foul there against Wildcats. So Walpole has possession here as the foul has been committed by the Wildcats. So until that happens, Walpole will maintain possession until the whistle blows here. So now it's Chris Butters for the Timberwolves. Now gets it over behind the net. A pass to Webb. He's got it, and a shot just wide and deflected out of play. So the referee will call the penalty here. So the foul goes against. So I guess it goes number 9 for Milton or Ronan Salmon. Come on, that's good. So it'll be for illegal body check. So Walpole will have a man advantage. Potter and McKenzie. Lenny back to McKenzie to Potter to Webb. Matera back to Potter, McKenzie. Lenny to McKenzie. Back to Potter. To Webb. They're passing the ball around. Looking for an opening here. Look for the opening. It's McKenzie. Now to Webb. Matera has it. Back to McKenzie. He shoots! Just wide. But the referee said the ball goes off of Walpole, so it will be Milton's possession. So Milton trying to look for an answer here with just over 4:50 to go. And the Milton coach calls a timeout. So a timeout with 4:46 to go in the second quarter. It's Walpole 11, Milton nothing. I'd like to welcome you back from the timeout. 4:46 to go in the second quarter here. Milton called the timeout after Walpole had scored goal number 11. So we'll see what Milton can do here. So now it's Rowan Simon bringing it up for the Milton Wildcats. Now over to number 10, Bobby Nunes. So let's see what Milton can do here with their first possession in the Walpole end. It was broken up for the moment, and it looks like Walpole will have possession. Nice job by Luke Wien for Walpole. And looks like Frazier gets it over to Mike Connors, and it's picked off by Milton. It's been Laley for Finn Higgerty, and now it's picked off by the Timberwolves, and it's being brought up by Zach Matera, and he'll bring it up, goes behind the net to Ryan Lenahy, who's got 2 goals today for Walpole. Now over to Davis Potter. Now they'll control. Potter makes the move. Potter goes behind the net. Gets over to the middle. A shot and a save made. That was a good try by Mike Connors to get a good, decent shot on the net. Walpole gets it, shoots, and scores! It's Jack Webb. So Jack Webb was his 3rd goal, and that's a hat trick, and it is now 12. It's now Walpole 12. It's now Walpole 12, Milton 0. So we have 12 minutes of Walpole with 2:45 to go in the until before halftime. Face off won by Sam Miles. Now brought up by Luke Wien. Wien brings it up. Now Walpole controls. Now to Noah McKenzie. Now it's Jack Webb who's got a hat trick today. Now over to Noah McKenzie. McKenzie makes a move. We're trying to look for the shot. Now gets it back to Braden Matera. Matera shoots! And a save made by the Milton goalkeeper. And here comes Milton. Trying to look for an answer. Now brought up by Ben Laley for Milton. 1:35 to go until halftime. Now over to number 12, Zach Brady. Now it's Finn Higgerty for Walpole. Now it's Zach Brady. Brady over to the net. Well, it's behind the net. A shot just wide. But Milton still has it. Now it's Zach Brady for the Milton Wildcats. 25 seconds left until halftime. Finn Higgerty. Higgerty for Milton. Trying to go over Zach Brady and goes off his stick, was saved. Was saved by Mateo Higgins. 10 seconds left in the second quarter. A spin move. Nice defense by Walpole. A shot just wide. So just wide tops with 2 seconds left. 2 seconds. 1. And that's going to do it. So that will do it for that'll do it for the second quarter, folks. So we head into halftime. The score is Timberwolves 12, Milton Wildcats nothing. I'll be back for the call of the second half. I'd like to welcome you back to the start of the third quarter. So just to recap, Walpole scored this. So in 2 quarters, they got 12 goals, and so they lead Milton 12-0, and we start the third quarter. So we'll see what happens here, and let's see if Milton can try to find, because Milton have been shut down by this Walpole defense, and their coach is trying to look for some answers here. And sometimes things don't always go the way you want it to, and this is not what the Milton coach was picturing in this game today. So here we go, face off, and it's going to be a ground ball, it's going to be won by, not won by anyone yet, but kicked away, and it's going to be picked up by Walpole. With Whelan, he shoots, he scores! What a goal! What a goal by the senior Luke Whelan, and his teammates are going absolutely crazy. That was just an amazing speed. It's like I was watching the Flash just run one side of the field to the other, and Whelan scores to make it 13-0 Walpole. Unbelievable speed right there, folks. So the senior Luke Whelan scores for Walpole to make it 13-0. And the face-off won by Sam Miles. He falls down a little bit there. A little bit of oohs and ahs from the crowd here. So, so Walpole will control now, and so they just got a goal to go up 13-0. So now it's number 6, Zach Otero, who's got 2 goals for the sophomore so far today. Now back to David Spotter to Noah McKenzie. Ground ball picked up by Brandon Matera. Here comes a shot, saved by the Milton goalkeeper, and it's picked up by Milton, and they're going to try to get momentum going. A little bit off. So Milton finally gets into the wall and across midfield, being defended by Jack Webb. Now it's to Mateo Higgins for Milton, being well defended there by Jack Cece for Walpole. A shot comes through, but Milton keeps the ball. A shot come through, save. A nice save there by number 99, Anthony Hawkman, the sophomore, and that was a nice save it was a rocket shot coming right at him. So referee, looks like we got a stop. The clock stops with just under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. And it looks like, so stop at your play here. And now, so game will resume. Pass, shoots, and a goal! So Milton finally gets on the board there. A goal by the freshman Mateo Higgins, and it's now Walpole 13, Milton 1. So goal with 9:38 to go in the third quarter. So Milton finally finds the back of the net here in the third quarter with 9:38 to go. Now Walpole controls. Brandon Matera now for Walpole. Brandon Matera behind the net. Pass coming through. They're trying to look for number 5, Joe Malone, the senior, but just got a little bit past. But Walpole keeps possession here. Trying to look for Joe Malone, the senior. Ball's in the air and picked up by Noah McKenzie. So number 21, Jack Webb checks in. Now Malone, he shoots and it is walked away, and it goes out of play, but stays with Walpole here. So Jack Webb to Davis Potter. Pass in the middle, a shot, and McKenzie got his stick chopped away, but Walpole stays with it. Here comes a shot, a save by the Milton goalkeeper. That was a good shot there by Braden Matera there, and Milton, and looks like the referee says blows a whistle, and it'll be against Walpole. So now Milton brings it up midfield. So now they get it back. Now they get it to Bobby Nooms for Walpole, for Milton. Now over to Mateo Higgins, who scored the goal for Milton. Higgins in a bit of trouble. Now gets it back to his brother Connor Higgins. A stick was stopped away, and we got to fight for it, and it's picked up by Walpole. It's this junior, Danny Norris. He shoots, scores! What a goal there by the senior captain, Braden Matera, with his second goal today. And now Walpole leads now. It's now 14-1 Walpole. So 14-1 with 6:33 to go in the third quarter. Face off, won by Sam Miles. Nope, it's won by Milton. And here they come. Caught up by Ronan Salmon but it's broken up. It is a nice job by Joe Malone, the senior. Now it's brought up by Ryan Lenahy for Walpole. Now it goes behind the net to Brady Matera, who just scored the goal. A pass, trying to look for Malone. No, it's broken up. And it's broken up and picked off by Milton, and here they come. So Joe Malone was looking for a goal there. That's coming through for Milton. Milton and Walpole's in. 5:50 to go in the third. So it's Connor Higgins now back. So now it's Connor Higgins now for Milton. Now gets it over to Charlie Pearson, who's just checked into the game. Now Mateo Higgins for Walpole, for Milton, and he got it taken away. Now his brother Connor picks it up. Now it's to Charlie Pearson for Walpole. Pearson goes around, a couple of defenders, bounce shot, and a save, and a blocked away, and scooped up by Anthony Hockman. Now they bring it. Now Walpole bringing it up across midfield. Goes Braden Matera, who just scored second goal. Gets it over. A shot. Save. A save made there by number 24 for Milton. That was Ben Madura. The sophomore saves it. So ball goes out. But Walpole has possession. So brings it over to number 44, Braden Foote, into the game. So now it's Chris Butters to Braden Foote to Mike Connors. Now it's Brandon Matera. Matera holds. Matera holds. Now to shot comes through and just goes wide, out of play. So Walpole will keep the ball at this end. 4:16 to go in the third. Matera comes through. Jack Webb to Brandon Foote. Now Matera. He gets it in. Shoots. Scores! A goal there by number 16, the sophomore Chris Butters, his second of the game. And it's now Walpole 15, Milton 1 with 3:53 to go in the third. We're starting to lose some of the light here. Some of the lights have not gone in the field yet, but we'll see what happens here as the game will continue. So ground ball, face off. We're gonna fight for it here, and it's gonna be picked up by Joe Malone, the senior for Walpole. Now picked up by Derek Spack. Spack, I remember from the boys varsity soccer team when I was filming in the fall. Now it gets it to Mike Connors. So now it's Mike Connors. Now behind the net to Ryan Lenahy with 2 goals today. Now Davis Potter. Passing it around. Malone, he shoots. No, a rebound and a goal! So an assist so a goal scored by number 12, the junior, Mike Connors. It is now Walpole 16, Milton 1 with 3:05 to go. So Sam Miles to take the face-off for Walpole. And it's going to be won by Sam. Ground ball, Sam was trying to win it. Now it's won by Milton, but chopped away. Still fighting for the ground ball, and it's picked up now by Milton. Got a pass. Spin. He loses it, and it's scooped up by Walpole. It's scooped up by number 22, Jack Cece, the junior. And now Hockman will reset everything. Jack Webb takes it across midfield for the Milton Wildcat, for the Walpole Timberwolves. Bill McKenzie. Braden Matera. And a shot. Goal. A goal scored here by Zach Matera That's the sophomore. That's a hat trick, and it's now so the score is now Walpole 17, Milton 1, and we're just about to hit 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. So face-off won by Sam Miles for the Timberwolves. Miles brings it up. Miles he's going right to the net. Kasika shoots, and a save made. And boy, did Sam Miles really want that. Keeping it in. A shot. Just hits it outside the net. And that was senior Matt Patello, and he really wanted that. So now here comes Milton the other way. Run shot, and the shot just goes wide. So it goes wide out of play, folks. So Milton will keep possession. 44 seconds left in the third. Now it's Milton now. Bringing it up. Shot coming through, no, but Milton keeps it alive. To Cooper Cosgrove. Now to a shot come through, and the referee says a goal. So a goal is scored there by the Milton Wildcats. And the goal comes and the time expires in the third quarter. So that's going to do it for 3/4 of lacrosse. So the score is now it's Walpole 17, Milton 2. I'll be back for the call of the fourth quarter. I would like to welcome you back to the start of the fourth quarter. Walpole leads 17-2 as we start the fourth quarter, and the referee is going to call a foul there against the Timberwolves. So as the Milton player goes down, a shot comes through and just goes wide. So the foul goes against number 14, the sophomore, Sam Grace. Jessica. So he'll get a minute for a cross check, and Milton will have the man advantage. And broken up, and here comes Jack Cece for Walpole. Now bringing it up. Brandon Matera bringing it up for Walpole. Walpole has possession now. It's Joe Malone for Walpole. Malone makes a move. Now gets it over to Ryan Lenahy. And it's broken up by the Milton Wildcats. Trying to look for the man in the middle and just goes over his head. Mateo Higgins trying to go back for it. And the ball goes off his stick and it'll be Milton. Walpole will have possession. Actually, the referee says it was off of White, and it's going to be Milton ball. Number 2, senior Derek Spack comes into the game. We enter 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Walpole lead Milton 17-2. The lights have come on the field now. It's starting to get dark here in Walpole High School. A shot, shoot, scores! So a goal there. So a goal there for Milton, and they got their third goal on the board. So with that goal there the goal there for Milton is now Walpole 17, Milton 3, with 8:20 to go in the fourth quarter. The player goes down, and referee blows the whistle. Shoot, scores! So the goal was scored by sophomore number 7, Ben Laley, and Milton gets their fourth goal on the board. So it's now Walpole 17, Milton 4, with just under 7 minutes to go in the fourth. Ground ball, and both teams trying to fight for it. Ball gets away and scooped up by Milton. A shot saved by T.J. Frazier. Frazier gets it quickly to Derek Spack, the senior. Spack going straight out the net. Spack was trying to look for one of his teammates in the middle, and it gets saved. Now Milton taking it the other way. It's Mateo Higgins for the Wildcats. Now it's taken away by number 10, Danny Morris, the junior. And Morris gets it over to Joe Carter, the junior. Carter makes the move. Carter shoots, saved by the Milton goaltender. So the Milton head coach calls a timeout. So timeout on the field with 5 minutes to go, just under 5 minutes to go in the fourth. Walpole lead Milton 17-4. We're back after the timeout. Under 5 minutes to go. Walpole lead Milton 17-4. Milton will have possession when they call the timeout. Ball goes up, and it's going to be Walpole's ball. Sam Miles brings it up, and now he hands it off to number 12, Mike Connors. The junior taking amazing speed down the left side. Connors waits, and he'll step the offense. Gets it over to number 23, Matt Meehan. Now number 44 comes in. Braden Foote, the junior, checks in. As Connors, Joe Carter spinning. Carter almost got the ball lost. It's being scooped up. It's a ground ball being fought for, and referee blows the whistle and calls. So referee said that number 13 Milton was offside, so he gets 30 seconds. So it'll be Matt Hanahan to bring it up for Walpole. So the Milton coach calls another timeout, and we'll take one. We'll take it as well. So timeout with 2:49 to go in the fourth. Walpole still lead Milton 17-4, and we'll be right back right after the break. I'd like to welcome you back from the timeout. 2:49 to go in the fourth quarter. Walpole lead Milton 17-4. Milton was able to get a couple of goals back on the board here. So let's see if Walpole can hang on here for one last. So for some of these seniors, they only have 2:49 left in this home game to celebrating Senior Day today here at Walpole High School. Walpole coach trying to play the seniors as much as possible in this home game today. Milton looking for an opening. Milton controls. Number 13, Michael Jones for Milton. And we're gonna hit the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter. 2 minutes to go. Walpole coach telling his team to start to get moving here. So now it's Nate Kenny for Milton. We hit 1 minute to go. The ball goes wide and out of play. So Milton will have possession. 50 seconds left in the fourth. Shot and just goes wide. That's Nate Kenny for Milton. Being defended by 3 Walpole defenders. A shot come through and a save made by TJ Frazier. 20 seconds left. And he gets it over to the senior Jarrett Spack. And stolen away by Milton. 10 seconds to go. 3, and rebound scores. Milton gets on the ball, gets their 5th goal as time expires. So Milton gets a goal when the time expires, and to get their 5th goal of the day. But that's gonna do it, folks. So it was a good game all around. Definitely a good. It was good early on, but Walpole had a lot of the offense today. So want to congratulate the seniors on an amazing, for the seniors, wish them the best of luck in the future. So the final score for Walpole High School is your Walpole Timberwolves 17, the Milton Wildcats 5. For Walpole Media Corporation, I'm Antonio Cesare saying so long and see you next time.